Today we're going to talk about burnout,
It's awkward.
what it's like, and having to deal with it. On top of that, we're going to talk about our massive boxes of vulvas that are just hanging out. If you know, you know. The Ed Gein Story, we're going to touch base on that because, damn, that was one hell of a show. So, welcome back to the Dad Podcast. I'm your host, Dmitry.
And I'm your host, Patrick. What are we
So,
starting with?
I guess we can start with the burnout. I don't have a layout or anything today, unless you want to just jump in and start talking about Monster.
Well, I've only seen the first 2 episodes,
Okay.
so I haven't finished it yet.
Well, I guess let's start Monster then, because
Okay.
hopefully you guys will hang around a little longer because you're like, oh, these guys are talking about murdering.
I watched the trailer and did not realize that was Jax from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. He said he had a hard time getting into that character.
Well, I would hope anybody would have a hard time getting into that character, except for Dmitry.
I mean, come on, dude. So it sucks because you're only on episode 2. Did you get through episode 2?
Yes.
So what have you seen so far?
He killed his brother, which I think is factually incorrect by my understanding.
Well,
His mom died. He killed the bartender.
mm-hmm.
I actually, now that we're talking, I think I went to episode 3 because I think episode 3 is the whole filming of Psycho, right?
Yeah, that was cool. So did you see the box?
I saw the box.
I was upset. I'm be honest. I was a little upset when they showed the box because it was a quick little snapshot. Boop. Then it was gone.
Oh, you wanted to see it more.
I did. So I stopped and I paused and rewound. And my wife was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, listen, if you're going to show me a box of fucking pussy vulvas, like, at least show it. Don't just beat around the bush. Oh, here's a little sneak peek. Just because the show's full of curiosity. Like, and I think that's like the interesting part about it is, as fucked up as the dude's fucked up. Actually, I'm not. It's really crazy to see how his brain didn't work or did work, depending on who you ask, to accomplish the things that he did. Like, it was like, I don't think it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it didn't make me uncomfortable either. I think I've talked about this before, but like I usually correlate TV with fiction. I know that this is not fiction, but I think that a lot of the stuff is a little relish too. Embellished. Jesus Christ. Thinking about hot dogs.
So you want a box full of hot dogs?
Yeah.
God damn. So you'd be Ed Gein, but with men.
That's right. That's right.
Imagine a box full of dicks. That'd be weird. I don't know what's weirder. Well,
yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff that's based off of Ed Gein too. Like it's pretty interesting.
Oh, he was apparently the Godfather. That's what the last episode is.
The Godfather of killing people.
So he started out and people loved what he did. You know, some people, not everyone. So he kind of like started the trend. Like when you're
serial killers. I mean, I could see it because I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based off of him.
Yeah.
I think Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs is based off of him. I think that the Rob Zombie movies, House of a Thousand Corpses, I think that's loosely based off of him. Psycho's based off of him. The Norman Bates is based off of him.
So did you
Actually,
get
is Norman
the part
Bates the one from Psycho?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Psycho, dude.
You never watched Psycho?
Oh, I want to watch it now though. As good as the Netflix show though.
It's pretty crazy.
This shit is good.
Have you
It's a
watched the
damn.
other two monster series? The Menendez brothers.
I watched them and then that's not part of Monster, is it?
I think the Menendez brothers is technically the first one, but then there's also the Dahmer one, which I don't think is called Monsters, but it's the same concept. And I don't know if it's produced by the same people or whatever, but
Yeah, it's not. It's not from Monsters. The Menendez brothers was good.
well, I felt myself siding with the Menendez brothers a little bit more after watching the series.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And honestly, I didn't know a ton about like their history, so I think the show kind of opened it up, and then I started doing some research, and then I heard. So then I was like, okay, well, they're not the most evilest people in the world. I don't know if you're gonna. I mean, to your point, there's like a huge cult following of Ed Gein, and he's the, like you said, the godfather of serial killers, which is crazy because it seems almost. I don't know how to word it, especially with Jax. He plays him. He's like so
Good.
scary. I mean, he's not scary. Sorry. Like I felt like I could take him.
Well, no, that's the thing. I think that's
Unassuming.
the yeah, exactly. You don't think this person's doing this, and yes, most people could fucking take him. Like I don't think that's the like he's not this supernatural fucking thing that can't be beat. Um, and I think that's like the how does all that stuff happen and nobody like notice? When he kills the bartender, guns shoot loud.
Right.
Nobody anything.
Yeah. It's pretty
What's the
crazy, man. It's pretty crazy.
I don't remember episode 3.
He
What's
only
the
killed women
craziest?
too, though, right?
Uh, yes. There's 2 like hunters that are trespass on his land too. But I don't think you got to that part yet.
I definitely didn't. But I thought even statistically, I thought it was only women, and I heard they found body parts of like a lot of people, but it sounded like the assumption was he might have even dug those ones up. That's fucking gross, man.
It's crazy,
It's fucking gross.
and he fucks him too.
The smell a dead mouse puts out, and you're bringing dead bodies in your house. You're so fascinated by that.
I am. I think, dude, it's so fascinating to see like somebody that does something like that because throughout the show, like you see how meticulous he was about because he was super interested about this German chick, the bitch of furniture, whatever the fuck it was, and like he was so curious about making like the furniture, stretching the skin, and doing all this stuff, and he did a really good job. Like, just saying, he did a good job. I've never made a chair, and this dude made it out of fucking nipples and shit. Nipple belt.
That show was funny when she was like looking at it, and it
What
looked
it?
really nice, and then you saw the nipple, and you're like, that's awkward.
Yeah, yeah. What do you do? Is that real? Yeah.
You mean did he really make one of
Yes,
those?
mother. He did,
Do you own it? Oh,
and
he's a good craftsman, is what you're saying.
it's very good. Like he's out here fucking digging up dead people and turning their tits into chairs. Good job, man. Go for it.
You're stupid.
It makes you happy. I guess he only killed a few people, and the rest of them were just corpses that he dug up. But to your point, the smell, like I can't imagine the smell of those dead bodies.
Well, and then he took his girl into the house after his mom had passed away, but his mom was in the house.
Oh, and she
And
just sit.
yeah, and she was sitting there. But for me, I'm just like,
Don't be rude,
how
Bobby.
The minute I walked into a house and it smelled like fucking dead body, I'm out. I mean, I know she didn't have anywhere to go, but she figured it out anyways. But that shit was crazy.
dude. The end of the show when they like walk through his house and you see how like when he gets arrested, it's kind of it was very, very dirty. He had some shit going on. So do you know what he was? Like, you
I
know
don't
what he
know. I'm assuming he had some kind of disability, like mental disability.
he's schizophrenic.
Okay.
So he disassociated with everything. So even though he's there, he can pretty much plead that, hey, I didn't really do this because I don't remember doing it. And there, all right, full transparency. There's a part in the show, this was towards the end, where they're like talking about his stuff. And it legit like made me like feel for the dude. And like I teared up a little bit. Just saying. It's true. They've it tug at a heartstring. I don't know how, but it happened.
That means Jax really killed this role.
It was what they were talking about. So I think it was with the doctor and to see, like, to try to understand the impact that it had, because this dude is like he's torn the whole entire time. Is he a monster? Is he not a monster? This like it was just really interesting.
Well, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about with fucking the mass shootings and all of that shit. Like a lot of it is associated with mental health, right? And I'm sure the amount of help 80 years ago is not the same as it is today.
No, it was
You're
different. They'll
you'd
just
have been
fucking
a pussy if you would ask for help 80 years ago. Starts with an I, right?
I don't know, but that's how they would have fixed your problem. They would have went through your eyeball and just it would have been completely done. No emotion, nothing. I don't know, dude. That's not a way to fix a problem. Can you imagine going to the doctor? I think my head hurts. Oh, hey, just stay here for a second. Thanks, Lord. Like my head doesn't hurt anymore. Thank you, doctor.
I wonder how much they probably just gave the person a concussion.
Oh, fuck, a really bad one. Like, how do you figure out the right amount of pressure? Oh, this one makes him retarded. This one makes him gay. One makes him bad. Like, can you imagine for that headache, you walk out fucking craving cock? Like, Jesus Christ, dude, you just not doing mental health right here.
So it would have been a box of penises instead of a box of vulvas.
Right. That that is just so crazy. It's crazy that he went through and he would cut him out. Oh, key part of the show.
Spoiler
TP,
alert.
huh? Spoiler
Spoiler.
alert. If you ever think about decapitating somebody, here's what you need to know. TPI is your best friend. A TPI of over 30 is the best. And if you're wondering what TPI is, it's teeth per inch on a handsaw. So you want to have a teeth per inch of 30 or greater because it doesn't make as much of a mess. And apparently it slides through like butter.
That's good to know. I did not know that.
Do you think this show's going to make like somebody's going to come out and start replicating this shit? I kind of feel like it is.
I mean, it's been happening, right?
Yeah, but I feel like when something comes out and it's that graphic, it's gonna it's gonna eroticize it. Like people are gonna be like, oh my god, like Ed, I need to do this now. They're just like watching the show, like I want to do that.
I don't think you're wrong. I think that it's much more challenging to do that kind of stuff these days, specifically with like cameras.
Yeah,
You you can't. I mean, you could live in the woods. Don't get me wrong, or the country, and have 40 acres and be able to do whatever you want on the property, and most people aren't going to know.
yeah,
But like, if I were to drag a body in here into my house, so many people with like Ring cameras and all of that other shit, I think it just makes things more challenging. You're stupid. Not where you live. How about that? So if Dimitri's background changes in the next 2 to 4 months, we know that he's setting himself up to become the next Ed Gein. He specifically wants vulvas.
I'm just saying, dude, that would be that is some crazy shit.
Why don't you go work at a mortuary?
Like, that'd be interesting. Like I think as creepy as dead people are, there's some interest in there. I'm not saying I'm gonna go fucking dig out dead bodies. The cemetery, not even half a mile away from me. I'm just saying I have a big old truck, 8-foot bed, probably 3 or 4 bodies in there handsomely. Um, I think it's just crazy. It's such a good show. Such a good show.
Yeah, the 2 episodes I watched, it was good. Deanne thought it was a little slow, so I think she's done watching it. I'm not sure. We have like reoccurring shows, a couple reoccurring, like it's like 2 or 3 reoccurring shows that we watched that new episodes came out. So that was kind of why we didn't go back to it. But I also think she thought it was. I don't think the graphicness of it bothered her that much.
She got
But I'm not sure.
she got
What's that? It's slow though. Like the first couple episodes are kind of slow, like because they're doing the build up.
What kind of stuff has Deanne watched? Because it sounds like she's desensitized. She's like, this is not even entertaining anymore. Box of pussies. That's old news.
Hmm. All right. What else you got for this? Okay. Let's roll into Burnout, which leads to Dmitry becoming a murderer. Or maybe not a murderer, right? You might just dig up dead bodies and play with their skin. Make yourself some new lampshades. A skin suit, okay. All right. You need a lot of fucking bodies to cover your body.
No, maybe, probably. I need at least 3.
Yeah, I would say at least 3. So you're probably gonna have some sewing issues.
I'm just saying, if I made a skin suit, it'd be like a cow. So I'd need black and white because I don't discriminate. I'd have a little bit of fucking both.
Did how do you keep the skin from not ripping when you're like stretching it?
So I think he soaked it in lye or something,
Okay.
where he wrapped it with some lotion. It's the lotion on its skin. Or else. Like, he wrapped it with some shit. You didn't get to the babysitter part yet, huh?
No.
So he wrapped it with something which I think softens it up and allows it to be a little bit more malleable.
Got it.
I don't know. All right. I know we're done with this. There's a couple of parts where they showed like the dead decomposing body, and that shit was fucked up. All right. Burnout. Here's why I wanted to talk about this topic this week. Mentally, I feel so unmotivated and dead inside doing what I'm doing. And I just, it's like pulling teeth to just sit and do the same shit and knowing that there's nothing that goes past it. That makes it like there's no up from where I'm at. It's just a line that you fucking stay on. And I think that's like killing me. Doing the photo shoot last weekend, I had so much fun doing that. That this whole entire week, dude, I was like, I fucking hate it. I hate what I'm doing. Um, and it's not even that like hate it. It's more so of it's not there's nothing that makes me feel good about it. Like when we had that Washington race, doing the plans for that was cool. That felt really cool because that was like a whole nother state. They never did anything there. That was like an accomplishing feeling. But the same shit.
Yeah, I have had a ton of equipment issues this last probably 30 days. And then we've had a ton of employee issues these last 30 days, and it feels like once to 100 times a week
Yeah.
you're dealing with some kind of drama. And
Yeah.
I am a fairly positive person, and I'm also a like small victories will get me to the finish line.
Yeah.
And truthfully speaking, the last month, I think for me, there's been very few of those small victories. And so it's slowly like
Eight.
I'm deteriorating mentally from it. Yeah. 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 I can deal with the problem, especially if I know that we're going to eventually solve it. Or, like I said, those small victories will just kind of chip away at that big problem to where the small victories were better than the big problem. It's been an
Okay.
absolute struggle the
Yeah.
last 30 days. I would say this is my best week in 30 days.
And it's so and we're in two different positions in life, right? You have so aside from you're working at the company that we both work at, you also have your own business on the side that you do in real estate and sober living. So you have your feet in a few different areas. And I think that when I say I think that, for me personally, I would think that kind of softens the blow about where you are in a company. Granted, you're at the very high foothold of the company. You have a lot of power, a lot of responsibilities to change things that happen within it. And I think that's a very good feeling. I'm at a department that we don't. Not, it's like you go there to die. You know, you open up the closet and they're like, "Yeah, come on, this is great. This is great." And they fucking close the door, and then they look at you through the keyhole and be like, "Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, you're stuck." And like that's kind of what it like it feels like. And sometimes Patrick will come by and open my door and be like, "Hey, buddy, you okay?" I'm sitting there fucking sobbing on the ground. He's like, "Yeah,
Throw
you
you a
know,"
piece of bread.
he fucking slams the door on me. I think what I'm trying to say is, I think it hits me hard because I don't have these other avenues. And that's what I think I need to create. And that's my biggest thing right now is trying to figure out how I'm able to create an additional role for myself within my life that I enjoy doing. It's hard.
Well, and for what it's worth, the drain that I've had of my normal 9 to 5, which is more like 6 to 6, has impacted. Well, it's impacted my home life for sure, but it's also impacted my ability to be more successful in my other endeavors because it's been so draining.
Yeah.
Well, and I haven't drank in 2 weeks, so I've been trying to navigate through dealing with the stress and not drinking on top of it. Yeah, so 2 Sundays ago was the Sunday that I sent Davis those shitty ass text messages. And when I woke up Monday, I made a decision to stop drinking. For what it's worth, that Tuesday night, I had like 2.5 shots of tequila left in the bottle, so I just finished it. But it it wasn't. It was more of a getting it out of the house and getting it out of my mind.
Yeah. Instead of dumping it down a drain, you're like, that's a waste.
Yeah,
Get in my mouth.
that's right. That's right. Well, on Tuesday was kind of a tough day, so I was like, well, let's just do these 2.5 shots to take the edge off, and then let's see how we're gonna handle this. And last week was a struggle. This week has been a little bit better.
So was it a struggle because you couldn't drink, or was it a struggle because you didn't have like something to kind of cool your nerves during it?
Yes.
Both?
Yeah. I think I talked to my therapist about it. I enjoy hanging out with my kids. I truthfully enjoy the time that we spend together. And so that's something that this is my first week with the kids since I stopped drinking. Um sorry, this is my second week with the kids since I stopped drinking. This is the first week with the kids since I talked to my therapist. And he said, why don't you have some plans throughout the week that you can look forward to coming home to?
Yeah.
So, like today, we're going to a pumpkin patch. Tuesday, we're carving pumpkins. We're
Oh,
going to do a craft night. We're going to do a movie night. So, it's like doing stuff that's taking my mind off of work and obviously off of drinking. And for what it's worth, I typically don't drink Monday through Thursday. I was trying to keep my drink in for the weekends. Um, but I just felt that continuing to grow. Because at first it was Saturday, Sunday, and then it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm like, oh, I'm watching Thursday night football. Let's have a couple drinks. So, yeah, this week I'm looking a little bit more forward to this week than I have to a lot of weeks in the past.
sure.
Thank you. It's tough, but um, yeah, I don't I don't like I don't know. I don't want to say that I don't like the person I am when I'm drinking, but I don't like the person when I am when I drink too much. Like a couple beers and a couple shots to
Yeah.
take the edge off. Um, I think is perfectly fine, but I sometimes don't know where my shut off is. And if it's here, I drink it. And so then it just kind of escalates from there. And then, you know, I'm not, I'm not the person I want to be.
Yeah. Well, and I think it makes it even more valid because you made the decision based upon something that you did, and you were like, I got to slow down. I think it holds a higher value for you than if you just were like, nah, I think I just need to stop drinking. You have a reason. You made a choice, and sometimes I feel like drinking, because for me it's the same thing, Patrick. Um, for me it's like it's on my shirt. Saturday, Sundays, Friday, I'll drink. But if I have beer, like if my fridge is full of beer, I'm gonna drink all my beer. Not because I feel like I have to, but because it's there and it makes it so easy. It goes down so easy because you go, just grab another, just grab another. And next thing you know, you're like, I probably shouldn't have grabbed the last 10. Um, and that's a problem too. When it's almost like you're having a contest with yourself and all your problems, they don't go away. All the
Oh,
stresses, all the frustrations that you've had throughout the week. Only thing that happens is it's you hit pause for the next, 5, 6 hours. And then you come back to it and you're like, holy shit, none of my problems have gotten any better. All I did was press pause and here we go. Now I have to deal with this shit again. But
no, yeah, and I totally agree with you. I think for me that I do need that pause though, because I need my mind to stop thinking about the bad shit. And so it's not the worst thing in the world for me to pause it. To your point, like you can't drink your problems away. And I don't think that I've ever thought that I was drinking my problems away. I think that I was putting my problems on pause and
yeah,
tomorrow I'll deal with it. So almost like a form of procrastination.
it is.
Well, and honestly, even like if I were to drink on Saturday night, it's really not impacting from a work standpoint anyways. It just gives me its time to shut my fucking brain off,
Yeah.
which I need. I think my other issue is that like I struggle with this trying to be healthier. I could just drink beer and not get to the state of mind that I want to be in.
Yeah.
But the problem is it takes, 12 to 16 plus beers for me to get to that point. Well,
Yeah.
that seems silly. Just drink 4 beers and 5 shots. And now you're at the same, maybe it's not 5 shots, but something along those lines.
Says it for me, it's the act of it. So like it's not about getting to a certain point. It's if my hand's empty and I finish my beer, I'm grabbing another beer. Like so a couple months ago, my neighbor brought me a bottle of vodka and I made one cup. I made one drink, half the bottle was gone. And I went back in the house. I was going to make myself another one. And my wife's like, "You're not drinking the other half of that fucking bottle." She's like, "That is not happening." And she had a good point. I didn't drink the rest of that bottle. But for me, it wasn't like, oh, dude, I'm out of control. I gotta like this is bad. No, it was my cup was empty. I made a drink. I'm gonna go make another one. Because I don't get belligerent drunk. Like I really don't. Like it's pretty rare. And I'll drink a lot. If I'm drinking vodka, I'm not getting belligerent drunk. But she was there and she stopped me and she was like, dude, don't do that. And it kind of felt like I was in trouble. She was like, you're not drinking another bottle. You're not drinking the rest of it. And I think when you're dealing with frustrations or you got shit going on, you think everything's going to be okay. You're like, fine, fine. What's going to happen? It doesn't really matter. You're gonna upset people. You're gonna make the wrong decision. You're not helping yourself, especially when it comes to health wise, right? So, yeah, I have the same thing, dude. I struggle with health. I'd love to stop drinking and just eat chicken and broccoli and fucking lose 50 pounds. But every single time the weekend comes around, I gain another 10 pounds. I lose the weekend, I'll fucking gain it right back.
Yeah, say the same.
So it's almost like you're kind of stuck on a repeat and making poor decisions. And
Well,
maybe that's linked to my burnout too.
for what it's worth, I haven't drank the last 2 weekends and I'm still struggling with the same issue. So, which isn't motivation for me to keep not drinking.
Part two.
Yeah, I'm trying to go till I've said my birthday, but usually Thanksgiving's around the same time as my birthday, so I've been trying to like go that at least that long.
I watch all these things and people talk about, oh, you're not disciplined enough. You're making these choices, and I'm with it. Like I think that's the thing that really fucks me up is that, and like it kicks onto my burnout is because I know that it's like this when you have to make the right choices. You have to make the right decisions to say, I'm not going to do this and I'm going to do that instead. For me, I think my burnout comes with procrastination. Like I like to have pressure on me because the pressure silences all the other shit and it makes me have to focus on what's at hand. Um, and I think that when life turns into a bit more of a complacency kind of thing, you do you do lose that drive and that discipline to make better decisions. Okay, what happens when somebody has a fucking heart attack? You know what happens when you go to the hospital and they're like, "Hey, you're diabetic now because of the decisions that you made." The next 6 months, that person, more likely than not, is making all the right choices to better themselves at that point. But before that, when you don't have that strong of a drive, oh, this is serious. Oh, that's cool. And then you fucking turn the other way and you keep walking because you don't think it's that close. And next thing you know, we're laying in that bed and like, what the fuck? We had our whole lives to do the things that we wanted to do. And we made a decision not to. We made a decision to stress about this, to worry about that. And that's what fucking kills me. Like my burnout is just I don't want to wake up one day and be like, what did you do? Oh well, I had a lot of dreams. I had a lot of things I really wanted to do. Did you do them? No. I was afraid. I was scared that I wasn't going to accomplish it. I was afraid that I was going to put my family in jeopardy of something happening. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think I had the same thing that ran through my mind when I was probably your age, and that's why I've tried to at least put myself out there a little bit more. I will say that, it's not everything has been as good as I had hoped. But I didn't want to be miserable in life, and I wanted to impact people more, I guess. So I've tried to make the change. And I think, the positive impact that I've had on some people's lives feels really good.
Yeah.
But it's still a struggle that I got to deal with. Like just bur- burnout, stress, whatever you want to call it, life. But the most important people's lives that I can impact are my children's. And so
Yeah.
drinking my problems away is not the example I want to be. And it takes me away from the time that I could be spending with them, because once I start drinking, it's not that we won't hang out, or we'll even play games, but it's almost fake, It's not who you are. Correct. So yeah, it's been a it's been an interesting couple of weeks. So I've had a lot of shit go through my head. I'm sure Deanne thinks that there's something wrong, and
Yeah.
honestly, it's just I'm thinking a lot more than I normally would because I'm not drinking to stop thinking.
Yeah.
That's a rhyme. What'd you say?
At MCP.
MCP.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're at the 40-minute mark. What
All
are we
right.
doing? Okay, you go first.
Okay. Um,
You big daddied him and you threw some sticks through his spokes.
no, he tried to drive through a bush and a light pole on a sidewalk and didn't realize that he didn't have enough space, and he crashed. And then he was riding like the edge of a curb and crashed.
Oh, jeez.
So he needs a helmet. He ordered a helmet.
Nice.
Um, I was giving him a lot of shit because that's just what I do. Like, dude, really, really, like, when I ride a bike, just being an asshole. Um, he's killing it in his EMR stuff. He's stressed about the testing that they're gonna have to do here soon, but I know he'll do good.
Is he still working?
Yep, he's
Is
doing
that
it.
how he gets to work? Is from the bike?
Yeah, yeah. It's literally like 5 minutes away
On the bike or on foot?
on foot.
Got it. Okay, so super close.
Yeah, it's all about like crushes of boys. There was one day she got home, she was crying, and she was like on one when we were walking home, and I told her, I was like, listen, you're upset, that's fine, but like you need to check yourself or you wreck yourself. It's about to get fucking real. And then I got down to her level. I was like, what is going on? I was like, well, do you have a bad day? She's like, yeah, I had a bad day. I was like, but you didn't even ask me about it. I was like, I asked you if you had a good day. You said you didn't even tell me you had a bad day. And then I hugged her and she melted. Daughters, dude, they are a whole nother breed. Yesterday, she got in big trouble because she went with her friends to the Dollar Tree. And when they got back, Ronan climbed into her car, and I was like, Ronan, gotta get out. I was gonna let him go. And she grabbed him by the back of her shirt and pulled him out of the car while he fell out of the car and smacked his head on the couch. I'm pretty sure my exact words were, get in the house before I hate you so fucking hard. You see the moon. I was so absolutely frustrated. I told my wife, I said, you could say something nicely, you could say something angry. Sometimes one really good spanking is what's going to get you out of whatever the hell you're doing. Um, like I told her, take a bath and go to bed. Like I wasn't going to spank her because I was so angry. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a bad, you don't do that. You don't do it out of anger. Um, it was just really, really frustrating. Rona got punched in the face at school. Dude, it's been like one thing after another. And he gets punched in the face and I asked him about it. I was like, how is it getting hit in the face? And he looks at me and goes like, dude, that was good. I liked it. I'm just, dude, these kids are like, it's like a roller coaster. So I was stressing. My wife, their company is still having a whole bunch of crap going on. So she's stressed. And now she's sick too. And she's powering through like always. That's what she does. And now we're all sick. It's been a fucking week.
My turn.
Yes, yes, please.
All right. I also got three. They're all going to be pretty quick. Parent teacher conferences this week. For all three of my biological kids, and they were really good. They're almost always really good. I think Davis might have had a bad one and Logan might have had a bad one, but Jackson and Evelyn are young enough that they haven't had a bad one yet. I will say the thing that I enjoy the most at my parent teacher conferences is hearing how my kids are leaders and kind people. Like, it's never a conversation of your kid's an asshole. It's
Yeah,
never a conversation of, um, you know, it's usually it's your kid didn't get his work done.
yeah,
That's the worst thing for the parent, for my history with parent teacher conferences. But Davis specifically is, he's a senior this year and he's just doing a bunch of leadership things. And then Jackson's in a leadership team. And then Evelyn had she's, I'm a little concerned, but she's like the teacher's pet. Like I think the teacher absolutely loves her. Like,
that's
doesn't
good.
want her to, like, she's going to fail her so she can stay for another year.
Wow. So
No, I'm exaggerating, but
good student that our teacher fucking loves her.
what's that? Well, yeah, she's like super helpful. She helps clean. She helps organize. And I was like, well, she don't fucking do that shit here, but
Did
huh? I can hear you.
you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh my god, my bars weren't moving. Sorry.
got it. Second thing I got is Raina was accepted into college. It's the college that she wants to go to.
Very nice.
So that's exciting, and it's in Colorado. So
Should go.
she's trying to be a teacher.
Oh, good. Not liberal arts.
She's currently yeah, she wants to be a teacher. So that's what her focus is right now.
Yeah.
And then the last one I have, Davis turned 18 this week, so it's a weird feeling. It's kind of a weird feeling.
What can he do at 18 now? Like you can't even buy cigarettes anymore.
Lottery tickets. I think that's it.
That's it.
I think so.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you're right. You can't buy cigarettes. I didn't know that until Logan turned 18. I was like, shut up.
Yeah.
You could go to a all nude strip club.
Oh, there you go. You take him to a strip club.
No,
No, it'd be weird.
it would be weird.
Teen, they're still babies, man. I
Well,
look
and
at my kids. I'm like,
I was
gotta
never big into
displace.
this strip club game anyway, so it's not really my cup of tea. And yeah, taking my son there seems kind of weird. That's how you get sick, by the way. Did you hear me?
No. What did you
I
say?
said that's how you get sick, by the way.
I'm already fucking sick. The kid's on a cheek.
All right, that's what's that?
You're sniffing too. Oh, funny strip club story. I'd never been to a strip club. Never in my life, except when I worked at Aramark and I used to deliver to a strip club. And the manager there, she was really hot, and it was like Halloween time, so she came out and she was dressed the fuck down, looked good. And this is when I was like 250 back then, 240. So like I was looking good. And she's like, "You should come by." She's like, "You make some good money. Hop on that stage." I was like I don't think that's okay. She's like, "Ooh, come on." She was like trying to coerce me. Like, you just want to see my fucking snake dangling on the stage for her. And I came in a couple of times. Like, I tried to time it so it was happening, It was fun, but I would never pay somebody to show me their titty. That's just so silly.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have the same feeling. Yeah, I've probably been to 10 strip clubs my whole entire life, and um it's been with friends. All right, we're at the 9-minute mark. Let's do a recap
All right,
and then let's wrap.
let's do a recap and wrap. So today we talked about Monster, the Ed Gein Story, which was and is an absolutely awesome show that everybody should go check out on Netflix, as well as we talked about Burnout and kind of how we're getting through it. And maybe we didn't really touch on much how we're getting through it, but we're trying our best to make the right decisions towards getting ourselves out of that burnout stage of life. And I think Patrick actually mentioned something that when he was around my age, he was kind of going through a similar thing that I am right now. So it might just be, you get to a certain age and you're kind of searching for something more in your life.
I, I think you know you're capable of more, and you feel like I don't know the word. Yeah, I think trap's probably a good way to put it. So that's what that's how I felt. I felt like, hey, I'm capable of doing more than just my job. Let's be better. Let's be a better father. Let's be a better human being. Let's make this world better and start slowly finding ways. And then, I started thinking about my retirement when I was probably around your age. I sucked at it prior to, and it pisses me off because I could have probably millions of dollars in my 401k right now if I would have done things the right way. But I wanted that money for beer. So,
Yeah.
and then you have kids, and then it automatically goes to your family.
Yeah.
Where if you would have just started it when you started working, you don't realize how little amount of money is actually going into your 401k and how fast it adds up, especially when you've been with the same company for 23 years. So,
You're, it's almost like you go from thinking of now and then you're transition to thinking about later. And if you transition to that thought process earlier in life, you'd be far, far better off at that age. Because if you start at 18 and you put it like $100 a month or something into your 401k, or it's like $10 a week or some shit, you'd have $1 million, if not more, with the compound interest and all that. Um,
well, and I'm not even saying that the 401k is the best way to save up for retirement, and that's kind of why I got into real estate, because I'm hoping that down the road it'll eventually be some passive income, or I can sell the houses, and
yeah,
s-
I agree.
so yeah, and I mean this with like the utmost respect to people in their 60s, but I've watched, including my mother, a lot of people spend their whole life working so hard. And I think it's admirable, but it's also, it's kind of fucked up.
Is
I mean, we have a 70-plus-year-old employee at Colorado Barricade. And, this individual claims he wants to work because otherwise his wife will kill him if he's home. But we have some 60-year-old field employees that just fucking work their ass off. And like I said, I respect the shit out of them, but I don't want to be that way.
no,
I want to enjoy some, especially towards the end. And I feel like that's part of the problem, right? You retire when you're 67 years old, and then you die when you're 72, and you had 5 years of retirement, and you were fucking in shitty shape and miserable the whole time.
and
I didn't hear
permanence
you. Oh, there you go.
and permanence of life is definitely hovering over my head lately too. Uh, it's gonna happen, and that's a lot of people say, "Well, I don't fear death," Well, I'll tell you right now, I fear death. I fear not seeing my children grow old. I fear leaving before I see what they grow up into. Um, death is real, and I think that the only thing is when we make the decisions health wise that are making that death come quicker because in the moment it feels good.
Yeah, I mean, your kids need you. They need you right now more than ever. So, and I'm in the same boat, right? Like we have some similar aged kids. My kids need me more than ever right now. So that's why I'm trying to not drink. It's why I do the things that I do. And it's to your point, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Not necessarily from a selfish standpoint, but
I think it's a little selfish. We don't want to die. Like, and it's I think as much as I want to say that I don't want to die. I want my kids to be alone. I also don't want to die because I don't want to fucking die. I don't want to die because it's it fucking sucks. I can imagine it sucks. Like, I don't know. I never died before. Like, it might be the greatest thing in the world. You're like, oh my God, I'm dying. Sometimes you feel so exhausted that you're like, oh, maybe it's not that bad. But then when you look around and you see all the things and all the people that love and care about you and that you love and care about, you're like, yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. In 100 years, nobody's going to know our names. That's the truth. And I think we take things so seriously in this life and we're afraid to try new things because
did you do that?
what?
Stop. Whoa. It's fucking weird. Okay.
Kick you out?
Yeah.
No,
It said that the recording was uploaded. I was like, okay. I guess Dmitry said, fuck you.
no, 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 no. Brendan's, well,
Did you waterboard him?
huh?
Did you waterboard him?
Should. That might make his throat feel better.
That's right. That's right. Parenting at its best. Yep. Let's do it.
Ready?
Um, so if non-family member, if you had to choose between a person in your life that you knew, like let's call it a friend or an acquaintance, died,
Okay.
or 1,000 random people, what are you picking? And I already know your answer since you want so many vulvas.
So I would say if I had grandparents, I'd probably pick the one that's in the worst health. I think picking just a bunch of thousand random people to die, I think that would suck. You don't know who it's going to be.
That's
Um,
right. You don't know who it's
yeah.
going to be.
But since
1,000 random people. All right. Um, I think it depends on, well, I think I'm also going with 1,000 random people.
but one of those thousand could be, us and our families.
That is correct. And that's where I think it's a chance I'm willing to take just because of this isn't Saw. The chances of somebody of 1,000 people dying and me knowing them are pretty fucking low. It's got to be like under 0.01%, I imagine. 1,000 people that I did know.
By some sheer, like, you're connected to them in some way.
Or one person close to me.
Yeah.
Non-family member.
Or it could be non-family member.
It's not a family member.
Oh,
So it could be me. It could be James. It could be Logan. You'd have to what? You're super faint, which I know it's slightly irrelevant since we're almost done, but
is it?
yeah, there you go.
Oh, maybe I was a little too far back.
All good. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a tough for. I have so many close connections with people that a non-family member is still pretty close to me.
Yeah.
It's not my kids. I'm not comparing it to my kids, but
Still friends.
That's right. That's right. Still impactful. And to your point, it could be a father or a mother, could be a child.
Yeah. Yeah, that would suck. Those if it was a child. Like, that would be bad.
That's why I'm willing to take the gamble on the 1,000 people. And I know that sounds fucked up, but
Be a
it's
thousand children.
it's selfish on my part.
Well, it's like the end of the world, right? It's your family or someone else. And I hate to say it, but your family comes first. And that's
Yep.
a dark reality.
I agree. I agree.
Want to take us out of here?
Yep. Thank you for listening. Appreciate we had a couple more likes this last week. What the fuck is going on? Is that Snoop Dogg? We had a couple more likes this week than we did the week before, even though we had substantially less views. So same thing we said last week. Please comment, please like, follow, subscribe. And topics. If you have topics you want us to talk about, please share in the comments, and it's something we can do some research on. And
tell us about your burnouts.
that's
Tell
right.
us how are you dealing with them. Tell us what you got out of the monster Ed Gein story. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, comments are open for you guys. Please use them.
I got a suggestion for a show for you to watch. It's not a show. It's a documentary. Netflix, The Perfect Neighbor.
Oh, that's what we're watching next.
It's fucked.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a good one.
Yeah, it is good. It's good and bad.
Yeah.
It makes you sad. It is. Yeah, let's do it. I think it just came out this weekend, so we watched it last night. It's about an hour and a half, so it's good.
Well, good. There you go. So next week, guys, when you tune in, we're going to talk about The Perfect Neighbor and give you our thoughts and something else that we'll figure out eventually throughout this week.
All right. Thank you all, and come on. There's a delay in your camera right now. Like, it's super shaky.
Is it?
Yeah.
I might just be the internet connection. Compass on.
Compass on.
See you guys next week.